So last time we had covered the whole mongoose model thing, where we created a mongoose model, and this is what we will be using for adding and removing songs. Now let's move on to routes. What are routes, right? Actually, in if you think about it, in Node.js and in any other API, there are several routes, right? There is a slash songs, there can be a slash books, there can be nested routes, in the sense it can have slash songs slash artist. It is not just the root route that we are interested in. And to be honest, if you want to make any sort of substantial API, you need a routing. That if there are multiple entities, there will be different routes. One will be for the song, one will be for the artist, one might be for a company, one for a book, all of that. So routing is the next important topic in backend development that you need to understand. And for that we will create, I have already created in the starter template this api.js file, right? So you can go there and start coding along with me. I'll first start with a very basic API, and then we'll add to the routes. So first again we will require express. So I'll require express again, and this time I'll, instead of making an express app, I'll make an express router. How do you make an express router? You have to do express dot capital R router, and you have to call that function or method. Now let's say I do router dot get slash songs. Okay, when you do router dot get slash songs and you pass in just a second, songs, yes, and you pass in a request again, that just like how we did it previously, request response, and then you can do this dot send, this is the songs route, and you can return it, right? So and once you make a router and you add a get request to it, you can export it using module dot exports router. Okay, so now the router has been created and it has been exported from the file as well. So next, how do we use that router? To be honest, how do we start using that in the actual code? For that we'll have to import it in the index.js file, right? That was the main file that has every single thing which is related to the app. So we will import that there. So let's say I'll put in, I'll now delete this app.get route, not delete, but I'll comment it out because this is not really relevant to our app anymore. This will be deleted. So now you can do app.use, you again pass a forward slash in the string, and then you do a require statement just like what we have been doing. And one curious thing that you should notice right now is every single package, or you can say every single piece of code that we have required this far have been packages from npm. But that's not the only use for a require statement. You can actually go and import the folders which you have along with your code. Like I exported the router from the api.js file. Now I'll require it from the index.js file because I need to use that in this file. So I'll do dot slash. Dot slash is the notation for, I think, Unix style operating systems, where dot slash means the current directory and then you go forward from there. So my router is in the routes folder and then in the API file. So this is now will, this has, what this has done is this has actually gone ahead and set up a songs route, a get request route for the slash songs. So I can go and actually check it. I'll delete this num equals to webhub bit because this is not really useful. Now if I go to the root route, it should say cannot get slash because I have commented this out, right? This is no longer existing. I have commented it out. But if I go to slash songs, this is the song route. See, I get this output. Fine. Uh, so now I'll go ahead and this is how you do a basic routing thing. Now I will not touch the API.js, sorry, index.js file, because it is much more cleaner and efficient to put the whole code of the routing in a separate file and restrict the index.js file for configuration and important package imports and all that stuff. We will not bother writing the API routes in this file. We will do it in API.js. Okay.